what I always like to start with, Taylor, at the end is just what were your thoughts? Are there things you liked, things you didn't like about what we did together with the Love to Learn program?
Yeah, I thought everything was pretty good. Um, I think it was all pretty like I guess like organized and straightforward, I guess. So I think that was pretty good. Um, yeah, I think that was all pretty good. I don't really know if I have any like criticisms or anything, but yeah, I don't
No,
know.
it's whatever, it's always a matter of, was it the way that we, cover the skills? Is there something you wish we would have done differently? Is there a matter of, how many skills, the order of the skills? Like it can be literally anything if there was something you think would have made it better, or things that you're like, don't stop doing that. Because it's always a question of if there's
Yeah,
things that are good about it, then I like to know that so I can keep that for other students.
yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of like I feel like um, I don't really know. I feel like I liked like I don't even know, I guess, but yeah, I feel like the games and stuff like that, like so you can like
Hmm.
test it all. I think is pretty important, and like I think you should keep doing that so that you can like know like how to do it. I guess so that I mean it's kind of hard for some of the skills, but like if you can like have stuff to like really test it all, I think that's pretty important so you know what you're doing.
Hmm.
So
And that's good feedback for me because that's something, if
mhm.
I'm 100% transparent with you, that sometimes I've done the 2 lessons per skill and sometimes I haven't. And it's been very much a back and forth on my end trying to decide what should I offer, what shouldn't I offer? Because in
Yeah,
my world, I've seen the benefits of the 2 lessons per skill, but not
yeah,
every mama is up for that. Not every teen is interested in that. It's
yeah, for sure.
and so it sounds like, Taylor, that you feel like I should keep the 2 lessons. It seems like you
Hmm.
thought that was beneficial.
Yeah, I feel like you can really like kind of like take it in and like yeah, I feel like that helps a lot.
Okay. Well, that's good to see. That's good for me to know because that's where
Mm.
my brain wants to take me. But I was like, just in case it's just me. So,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Well, another thing I always like to ask is I don't know if you remember in the very beginning, I asked you what your level of learning was. And so I'm always curious. My hope is that it's changed by now knowing better how to learn. So if I asked you today, so it's a scale of 1 to 6, one hate learning, 6 love to learn. So where would you put yourself today?
I would say I would say like a 4 or 5. Um, because like I feel like don't I mean not a lot of people love learning,
That
but
hurts. That hurts.
yeah, but I think it'll definitely make it easier and more like help me be more like methodical with it. I guess like know what I'm really doing so that I can succeed in college. Because I feel like before this, I was like I'm so screwed for college. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like so I feel like this definitely helped a lot.
That's awesome. And so that says a lot of good things to me because yeah, if you're thinking, oh man, it's not gonna go well, and then suddenly,
Mhm.
oh, this is gonna go well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you feel like is gonna help in college the most? I mean, I know I just asked you, what are the skills that you need, but I'm
Mhm.
curious, are there things that you really needed for college that you now know you have?
I think I think note taking's I mean obviously the biggest one. I think like I think the agenda and like time management and like knowing what I'm doing is probably like also like really important. And then I think like the goals and like giving myself small goals too. I think are like the three biggest things because can kind of keep me on track and know that it is possible. So yeah.
Nice. Okay. Because I don't know if I remember, Taylor, how we started working together. I don't remember if this was your mama was very much you need this, or if you guys had that discussion about how how ready
No,
you
it was
were or how that worked.
definitely my mom was like, "You need to do this." So yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So how did she get you on board, or did she have to get you on board?
I mean, I deep down I knew like I needed help a little bit, so I was like, and plus I wanted to make my mom happy, so yeah, mix of both.
There you go. Okay. And
Yeah,
so, I mean, I guess is there a reason it was me versus somebody else? I don't know if you guys talked to other people or not. I don't even know that either.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think my mom found you on like the SSU moms like Facebook page or like group. So yeah, maybe you can start posting on like all of those. Try to reach out to people.
Definitely. That's one of those weird things for me as a business owner. It's like, yeah, there's like the mom groups, and some of
Yeah,
them are very anti-business. And so it's always curious to know, it's like, how did people find me? And yeah,
yeah,
like something like that. I'm like, I've never been in that group before, as far as I know.
yeah.
So
I think someone posted it. So yeah.
nice. Well, cool. Well, I like to talk to you, Taylor, to get the student perspective because I know that's sometimes very different than the
Mhm.
parent perspective. So
Yeah.
if there are other teens deciding, like if you were telling a friend about the program or trying to decide, should I tell someone to go through the program?
Mhm.
What would you tell another
Yeah.
teen about Love to Learn?
I'll tell them it's very beneficial if you're kind of struggling to learn and like know what to do. So I think if someone's like not, I would say like not confident in like their abilities or like they're kind of like I can't find a word like I guess like confused about like what they're really doing, like don't have a plan. I think it's yeah, I think it's really good for that.
Nice. All right. Well, obviously we started late in your high school career, so do you feel
Mhm.
like there would have been any benefits to starting earlier?
I think definitely yeah. So that yeah, in high school it was kind of just like um, what's the word like kind of just kind of like I want to say guessing, but like just like not really knowing what I'm doing and just kind of going like doing it half-assed pretty much like type of thing. So yeah.
I want to say I remember we talked about one particular rough year. I'm trying to remember if you told me it was sophomore year or junior year that there was one particularly questionable year. Yes.
Yeah, probably sophomore year. Yeah,
Mhm. Gotcha. Because see, in my world, I would only work with middle schoolers. Like in my world,
yeah,
that's when these skills need to be taught. So that way you have
yeah,
a couple years to learn them, and then high school hopefully would just be a lot easier. Because like we already know how you learn, so now we're just got the
mhm.
new high school experience.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah,
okay. You think you needed them that clear back then, or do you think you said sophomore year might have been the tough year? So is that when you needed them, or do you want them
I mean,
deeper?
I definitely needed them like all throughout high school for sure. So definitely the earlier the better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. So what do you think would have happened if you would have told your parents that I needed help with study skills? I mean, what would have been the first steps, or do you think they would have believed you? I mean, what do you think would have happened?
Yeah, they definitely would have believed me for sure. um, I don't know what would have happened. I mean, I'm sure my mom would have tried to find someone. So yeah.
hmm Do you feel like you would have been aware of that was the problem, though? I mean, do you think that you would have known I didn't need help with study skills, or would you have thought something else? You think, or were you thinking
Prob-
something else?
Probably not. Probably not. Honestly. Um, yeah, I didn't really think. I mean, I thought it was me just kind of like not having the motivation to do stuff like that. So I feel like it wasn't me like not knowing that I needed it. If that makes sense.
hmm Is the thing I always wonder is how many teens even know the word study skills? Like I have to wonder, is that even
Mhm.
something that's ever talked about in school?
Not really, honestly. Yeah, I
hmm
think. Yeah.
It's something I know some schools offer like a study skills class, but a
Mhm.
lot of times that's for the kids with an IEP or 504, and it's a
Yeah.
very specific type of class. It's not usually a here are skills that you need and personalize them. It's very much here's how to keep up. Whereas here's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to
Probably.
be doing, and it's one strategy that's the same for everybody.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Cool. Well, other things you want to tell me? Anything else
Um,
related to, like I said, study skills, the program, whatever you think I need to know?
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it, Taylor.